Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Rich and Bucky, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is his ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the correction and the motivations that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a tug and let go on the training collar that you sent with Bucky, and we've continued to use that. Now if you notice, he is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Bucky, heel.
Bucky, heel.
At this point, Bucky has a job to do, and that is to keep focus on his trainer, not forging ahead, not dragging you, and each time that you stop your feet, Bucky has been taught to sit automatically to wait for his next command. So this makes walking your dog a pleasure, and when you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, he's sitting nicely at your left and waiting for his next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay.
Stay.
The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. The long sit stay is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes, and it helps to develop his self-control and focus. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him as an additional distraction, returning all the way back around to heel position, back where they started, and they'll take off heeling again. And his improvement in the last week has been amazing. He's got much better focus, much better self-control. It really did help him staying a little bit longer. Nice automatic sits. We're just going to leave him in another stay. And if you notice, he's even focused on his trainer, and before he was not. This time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to call him. The command is Bucky, come, and he should come right in front of you and sit facing your knees. And this is to eliminate the jumping problem. He has learned that to get praise and to get what he's looking for, he has to sit and not jump. So he has really come a very long way. He's really doing very well, much happier about the whole training process. It's raining on our heads. I think that's why he keeps shaking his head. It's starting to rain a little bit. Now Rich will demonstrate that recall exercise again for you. He comes right in front and sits. And that's when Rich tells him he's good. He doesn't get praised when he comes and jumps on you. Now the next exercises that we're going to demonstrate for you are your down commands, and there are two. The first one is a down from heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and use the one-word firm command to down. When you're practicing your down stay at home, the long down stay is from 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him, just as he did on the sit stay, returning all the way back around to heel. He praises him for a good job, and they're going to demonstrate that down from a heel one more time. I can't tell you what an improvement this is. So with him seated at heel, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and then you tell him to stay. And again, lengthen out your times and your distances, because he needs that. And Rich just said no to him for sniffing. There's no sniffing during the long down stay. This time Rich calls him in. He comes right in front and sits, and then he goes back to heel. Good job. Very nice. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. So this time, you leave your dog in a seated position, in the sit-stay. You walk out to the end of your training leash. Rich is going to use his right hand to give the command, and he drops him into a down from 6 feet away. That was perfectly done. Now we've demonstrated for you your heeling, your automatic sit, your stay, your down from a distance, and your come. These are the exercises that you're going to be practicing with Bucky when he comes home. Rich will fill you in on everything that we've learned about him. We've enjoyed having him, and thank you so much for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.